Hey everyone, so it's kind of funny here. I am sitting in a little different position here. I am on my floor. Why am I sitting on my floor, you might ask? Well, this is actually apropos for a transaction in real estate that I got going on right now. So I have a deal agreed to. They are so hard. Oh, sheesh. And I actually have an offer agreement of purchase and sale for less than asking price as well too for my client. So it's a home run from a salesperson's perspective. But why am I sitting on the floor? So this client of mine was using a mortgage broker. And she overanalyzes everything, and I am overly analytical. Trust me. I fight with it. I struggle with it every day. It's just like my glasses are filthy dirty. You can see that in the sunlight behind me while I'm filming this, but who cares? I'm filming this. I'm teaching this. There's a message. I don't care that my glasses are filthy dirty because I'm teaching this class. I'm not going to stop this video and go wash my glasses and come back. Who cares? The message is the message. I'm a human being at the end of the day. I'm just like you. Your glasses get dirty too. Do you stop your day and say, oh my gosh, I care about my glasses being clean before I do this? No, do it. Then clean your glasses. So I'm sitting on my floor because this client that finally has an accepted offer got a phone call or somehow talked to somebody at her bank where she has her investment portfolio. And of course, the bank person is a salesperson. The bank is a used car dealership. That's what a bank is. It's all that they are. They're a sales organization. So you walk, and the people at the bank have to sell or they lose their jobs. Okay? They must sell or they lose their jobs. That's why I don't work at a bank. Sometimes I just don't sell. How do I know whether you're going to say yes or no? I'm just going to present it. And if you say yes, woohoo, I make some money. But I don't have to pressure you into anything. And the bank is all pressure. It's all it is. It's a sales organization. That's how they exist. And if you look at the people at the bank sometimes, when you stand at the bank and watch the people that come into the line, a percentage of them don't have any other choices but to deal with the bank, the sales organization. Or they haven't met a financial professional with the heart of a teacher like myself who will help them in other ways. One of the two. I think it's probably that too. I don't think that there's enough financial advisors out there to truly help people like my position is. So anyways, she says to me, she says, hey, I'm not really necessarily going to work with the mortgage broker, but the people at the bank said that they think that I'm far enough along to be able to get qualified for financing. Why would you want to start all over? We have just 5 days to get this all approved. We've been working with a specific mortgage guy who's got everything already all done. And now you want to turn to a different place. Why am I sitting on my floor? So that's what the story is with this particular video. So what my client doesn't know is that the person at the bank who's just a sales associate, that's all that they are. They are working in a used car dealership trying to sell you a used car. That's all that they are. So what my client doesn't know is that every time somebody works at the bank, especially a bank in Toronto, which doesn't even understand how we do business down here in Windsor, it's just going to become a train wreck. And we're going to lose another one because the bank's not going to do what they're supposed to do. And I can't manage the bank up there. Why am I sitting on my floor? So I manage every piece of a real estate transaction. I get involved in the minutia of every part of it. That's what a good realtor does. Get involved with every part of it, Brian. It's the only way that I know how to do business. I know more about the transaction than my client knows about the transaction, and I want it to be that way. That way I can have it all ironed out, and they just have a seamless, smooth transaction. Why am I on my floor? So I was working with a person at the bank one day for a mortgage for a client, a nursing client, a really easy client. Very simple. Stamp. That's all you have to do. And send the funding letter. That's all you have to do as a bank person. Send the funding letter. So it gets to closing day. The morning of closing day, I wake up, I call the lawyer, I say, are we on track with everything? No, Brian, we're not. What? I don't have a funding letter. So I'm trying to call my client who's on staff at the hospital as a nurse. And I say, it's a desperate thing. I need to talk to that person. Okay, we'll put you through on this one special circumstance. So I get a hold of the client and I say, who's the person at the bank? Which bank branch? So-and-so at this particular bank branch, all the way across town again. I spend so much time going across town. And so, okay, great. That's not a problem. I'll go call there. So I call over there, and the person that answers the phone, I'm sorry, but Mary is off today. There's nothing we can do. Your transaction will close Monday. If Mary comes back. We don't know. She might have quit. Who knows what Mary's doing? We just know she's not here today. So nothing's going to happen. I'm like, okay, perfect. Let me talk to the branch manager, please. Branch manager comes on the phone. I say, sir, I need you to go into your computer and send the funding letter that Mary never sent. Oh, but she's off today, Brian. I don't have the authority to be able to go into her computer and do that. I said, that's a bunch of malarkey. You, of all of the people at the bank branch, you're the only person at the bank branch that has the authority to be able to do that. And I know that you have the authority to do that. And I'm asking you, please go in and do that because this deal's closing today. We're not closing because of Mary's error. Brian, we just don't do that here. I'm like, oh, so other bank branches do. I don't know what they do at other bank branches. I just know at my bank branch, we don't do that here. Okay, I'm on my way over. Thank you so much. Have a good day. I'll see you in 20 minutes. So I get over to the bank branch. The manager's in meetings supposedly all day. Oh, he's in meetings all day long. I said, perfect, that's not a problem. I'll go sit on his floor. Because there's no chairs in the bank branch. So I go and I sit on the floor, Indian style, with shoes on, and I lean up against his door. And people are coming into the bank branch and they're looking at me sitting there and they're like, and they go up to, what's that? There's a guy sitting on the floor over there. Yeah, we know. It's okay. We know. He's not armed, is he? No, this is Canada. We don't carry guns here. If it's the United States, they'd be calling the FBI. So I'm sitting there on the floor. The door opens and I just about fall over. And he's like, who are you? I said, I'm Brian. We talked 20 minutes ago on the phone. I said, I'm not leaving your bank branch. I'm not leaving your floor until such time as that funding letter gets sent, because I know that you have the power to be able to do that. I know that your person was supposed to do that. I can't help that she's off sick today or that she quit today. I don't know what's going on with her. I just know that my client's transaction is going to get done. Okay, fine. I'll send over the funding letter. Perfect. I'll sit right here until it's done. but I'll sit right here while you go for your other meetings, whatever you got to do, however long I need to sit here. This transaction's getting done today, and I just need the confirmation of it. So I'll sit here while it's being done. Do you have a chair you can pull out? I'll go sit in a chair someplace. I'll go into that office that's empty because she's off today, and I'll just sit there quietly waiting for that to get done. It's okay. But Brian, I'm like, okay, I'll get on it. So he gets on it. He sends the funding letter. Brian, I've sent the funding letter. I get a notice from the lawyer. Brian, we've got the funding letter. All done, all good. I get up off the floor and I've got a real estate transaction done for my client who was a nurse helping save lives at the hospital the day that the banker took off who was supposed to close his transaction. And it was his realtor that got the transaction done. Because that's what I'm supposed to be doing. As your representative, while you're out trucking or while you're out nursing or while you're out doing your thing, I'm supposed to be managing these transactions. And that's what a good realtor is supposed to be doing. Other realtors wouldn't have driven across town. Other realtors wouldn't have sat on the floor at the bank. Other realtors wouldn't even have understood that, hey, wait a second. I can take care of this for my client without getting arrested. Just by going and saying, please do your job. Get this done for us, please. So my client is thinking about changing the financial institution because she's been talked to by a sales representative who somehow was able to squirm around and find out that she was in the process of buying a house. Oh, we want to do your mortgage. It's a little late for that. I'm already dealing with a full professional. Why would I start all over with you who is just a person at the bank and don't know mortgages inside now? Oh, but we think we'll be able. Okay, but wait a second. You just said we think you'll be able to help us. I've already been down that road before. Thinking you'll be able to help me and helping me are two different things. It kind of goes back full circle to when I had my second open heart surgery. And this is the learning curve to this whole video right here at the end. So when I was going to have my second open heart surgery, I was going to have it done at Medical College of Ohio Hospital. And because it was going to be a little bit more convenient for my family, I was thinking. But at the end of the day, they said, oh, we're going to fly a specialist in from Columbus to do this surgery. Okay. It's a very complex surgery. Okay. There's very few surgeons on the planet that can do it. Okay. And we're going to fly this specialist in. And then I asked the question, okay, after surgery, if complications develop and the surgeon has already flown back home, who's going to fix me then? How am I going to survive? And they said, oh, but if he already flies away, it's okay because we've got really good surgeons that can go in and fix his surgery. And then I asked the question, okay, we're going around and around and around here. If the surgeons here in Toledo are this good, then why don't they just do the surgery? Why do I need to have a specialist come in? And then it ding, ding, ding on me saying, I don't like the risk. And I said, can I have the University of Michigan C.S. Motts Children's Hospital be a third resource on this or a second resource on this? Can I go up there and get a second opinion? How healthy am I? Well, yeah, you can go up there and get perfect. I'll go up there tomorrow. So I walked out of Medical College of Ohio Hospital. I called up to the University of Michigan, C.S. Motts Children's Hospital. They take my telephone. That's where my first surgery was done. I've always been followed by them. My file goes over to there. So then I call up there and I say, yeah, apparently there's some reasons that I need to come in and see you. And they're like, okay, Brian, tomorrow we've got, the whole day for you tomorrow. Come on in. Sure enough, I go up there and yep, you're going to need surgery. Yes, you're going to need this very complex surgery. And by the way, we've got a surgeon on staff, Dr. Bove, who will do that surgery for you. Oh, okay. So my choice is Medical College of Ohio with a guy from Columbus that I don't even know, or Dr. Bove, who operates on little baby hearts all day long. And so then I said, well, gee, if he can operate on little baby hearts, then a human heart, a big adult heart, he should be a little bit easier on him. So I better go that way. So I had the surgery done at C.S. Monson Children's Hospital, University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, and I'm living proof to this day at 55. I was never supposed to be this healthy. So it's the same thing. Why would you change mid-ship to somebody that you don't know, who's a salesperson? We can fly the specialist in. Oh. Or we've got a specialist on staff who lives just down the road. So if complications develop, he's coming back in. I like that. And there were complications that developed. Can you imagine my family seeing me on life support? We're rushing him back into surgery. If you're going to see him, you're seeing him now, is what they said to my family. And so it's kind of the same thing with a mortgage. Why listen to somebody who says, oh, we think we can do your mortgage now? This person says they got the mortgage done, and you're saying that you think you can do the mortgage now. I'm going to go with the person that's got the mortgage. Because they never wanted to help you before. And now suddenly you're their best friend. That's what happens at the bank all of the time. And people get sucked into that. They just do. I don't know why. But to me, go with where the surgeon is. Go with where the professional is. Go with where the mortgage person is. Don't get a mortgage from a person at the bank who does used car loans. Get a mortgage from a mortgage professional. Thanks for watching. Just my opinion. It's why I'm sitting on the floor. I'm looking forward to getting up out of the floor and getting started with my day because I got to get this transaction going. We've got one done. So let's hurry up and get it done. Rather than starting all over again with somebody else promising or whistling Dixie at us. Stay with what we know. My opinion. Your decision, my opinion. Have a great day. Bye-bye.